go out. The revs are building. Let's go racing.
Everybody's doing on friends dance time. Everybody's doing on friends dance time. Everybody's doing on friends dance time.
Yes, howdy punters, and welcome back to Wheel to Wheel Racing for the second time tonight. Again, part 2 of season 14. I'm Dodgy86 here on visuals tonight, and we are at the spectacular Bathurst Mount Panorama track, which we were at real life watching on our lazy boys last week, sitting back enjoying the whole about 6 hours of it is these days. Helping us through tonight's stream, we have Havoc. How are you, Havoc?
Yeah, good, thank you, Dodgy. Looking forward to this race, and some of the police liveries and emergency response liveries should be pretty awesome. Can expect to see some good action up through the S's, through the skyline, through the cutting's going to be interesting, and Hell Corner will raise hell on lap 1, turn 1.
Absolutely, and just like you just finished the race in Div 3, we also have another Div 3 stalwart coming through to help us in comms tonight with Almonds. G'day, buddy, how are you?
Yeah, g'day, Dodgy. Thanks very much, mate. No, it's looking forward to a really good race tonight. Like, these guys should be able to put on a really good show, and, you know, nothing would surprise me if these guys get down around the 202s. Maybe if they could crack a 201, I'd be stoked, but let's see how they can go. If they get on those soft tyres, who knows what they can do.
Absolutely. And Havoc, what have we got in store tonight? What have we got for races and settings and tyres? What are we looking at?
Obviously, race 1 being a sprint race, the medium tyres will take us through that for both qualifying and the full race itself. Race 2 should be very interesting, 19 laps, and some might choose to dump those hards, with medium hards being the required tyres for that 19 lap race. Fuel consumption is going to be interesting, and the different MRs and FR cars and the rate they use fuel is going to come into play. Some might want to use the hards for 2 laps and then dump them and put softs on, which is a strategy some of the Division 1 gentlemen chose to use. Can be helpful, but to get out of the traffic as quick as possible. You don't want to stay, especially on those first couple of laps. There's going to be carnage at the top of the mountain. Cold tyres going into Griffin's Bend when you're doing 300 k's an hour braking. To use that tyre for that front left tyre for the first time is going to be crucial. Will you make it round the corner, take someone out with you, or will it be as beautiful as daisies? We shall see.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a quick one before we kick them off, we'll just bring up some teams' leaderboards here so everyone can see where we're at for the start of round 2 of season 14. As you can see, we've got Fangit Racing at the top there. We have had a few driver changes in the off-season, so there will be a few big changes to some of the teams there, but we're followed up by TDR in second, Damn Hexicans, Drive 25, Future Studios Racing, and Scuderia. Being one of the big changes at Scuderia is they've lost their team owner, KZ, who has taken the rest of the season off, and Corbin has stepped up for the challenge. So good luck to all the teams. And what do you say, Havoc? Do you want to let these boys know they can start a race, or at least quali for that matter?
Yep, shall do. She'll get them up and running, and we shall see what shenanigans will happen.
What are you looking at here, Armands? Who do you reckon we're going to be keeping an eye on through this race for the top spot?
For top spot, I'm not too sure, but I reckon that GT has proven to be super fast down that straight, but fuel consumption could be a concern. I do know that the Porsche seems to handle pretty well around here if you can get hold of it pretty well. But look, time will tell. Give him a couple of laps on mediums in his first race, 8 laps to have a good battle. Be quite interesting to see where everyone ends up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're in the Alpha, is that correct?
Yeah, correct. And that seems to handle pretty well. Pretty slippery coming down through, approaching the dipper there over the top of the mounting though. So you can't get that right and break in straight lines, you're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, but the Alpha is also no slouch on the straights either. It does have a bit of boot to it.
Yeah, it helped in my race today. I had a couple of cars behind me that, were trying to slipstream, but I was still pulling away. Just those little fraction of a second every time, and definitely helps keep that lead, mate. It brakes really well under pressure too, like short braking distance is great.
So this should be very interesting. Your Frike is at the back of he's at the back of the pack, I believe, coming out last, and Pagani at the front there in the Lambo. Should be very interesting to see how he handles this. Madriski is in the full GT, and that for Team Scuderia, and that thing is fast round here. Let's just say that.
Yeah, then you got Baggins coming through there from Fangit Racing. He's just in his team colours. He's got the Merc there, which is no slouch around here either if you know how to drive it really well. And then we've got MCDC, or Macca from Drive 25, which seems to put in a half decent effort every time that he jumps in behind the wheel as well.
And it's the first time for a couple of seasons I've seen him out of the GTR, so it's going to be interesting to see how he goes in the Supra.
Yeah, so Troy there, making his way round. DD coming down the mountain in that beautiful damn Hexagons livery. And then Broken Spoke behind him in his lovely fire response livery. Baker Boy in the police car, New South Wales police, I believe. So watch out, New South Wales, he's on your towel. And then luck goes my way in the Volkswagen Beetle, looking very lovely in the Fangit Racing livery. Then CS Packer in another police livery. Not sure where this one's from though. Any ideas, gentlemen?
No, I don't.
So it's the Road Policing Command, and looks like Victoria Police on the side. Oh no, it's saying Queensland on the side. So, good livery. Stands out really bright. So, and then we've got the old FSR car, Uthrolic, in a sheriff car. I really like that livery. That looks really cool. Someone thought outside the box there and gave a bit of a change. And then Scuderia, we have Palmer finishing off the back of it. So, who are we going to jump on board to watch his first flying lap, mate?
I tell you what, we should have a look at Pagani. He's been pretty fast. See how well he handles that Lambo.
Good luck with that. Just had the Lambo for the first half. It's all right once you get the hang of it, but until you get the hang of it, she slips and slides around, and she's got a fair bit of understeer at times. But looks like he's having fun there, coming through the dipper now. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's coming down the mountain now, past the depot. He's about to go through Forest Elbow. Expect him to get down Comrade Straight, maybe hit what, 280, 300 kilometres an hour.
Yeah, probably get about 285, I reckon.
Let's have a look through fifth gear, up and over, heading towards the chase. So it's nice and wide. 270, yeah, doing well.
Yeah. Once he
Braking
gets in
hard.
slip, he'll get that extra couple of Ks.
Yeah. Heading toward Murray's Corner now for the final turn. It's looking good so
that
far.
204.
And over the line, yep, you're correct. 204.7. Oh, straight away Bangs is on it for a 203.6, and the times roll in. ZD going in the pits, getting the freshest set of tyres there.
Bit of strategy. I don't know if I'd like that one though. These mediums I found take probably 2 or 3 laps to really warm up and get the best lap out of them. So he may struggle a little bit, but that was just my experience. So he drives a bit differently to me. Hence the reason he's in Div 2.
Yeah. That also, and I do believe he went over the grass a bit, so he'll be coming out with a penalty there. I believe, just have a watch there, see if he's, yep, 3-second penalty, poor chap. That's going to kill him for another, kill his lap times for another lap or so. Actually, you may be lucky to get a qualifying lap in at this rate. Or a decent one.
He'll serve it on this lap, so it'll just be a part of his lap.
Yeah, so... So Troy leading the way now, 0.3 ahead of Bangins.
Looks like Troy's going to come into some traffic from his teammate here.
Lucky's actually up a little bit at the moment, only by 0.65, but let's see how he goes getting onto the straight. That little beetle's always amazed me how quick it is in a straight line sometimes, especially in draft. It seems to hook on pretty well.
Yeah, it's got 7 gears, so it's got one more than most other cars. So I think that's where it finds it. The gear setup on that car completely different. Now Troy may have picked up some slip from his teammate Macca in front of him then.
Did the Lambo have 7 gears?
Yeah, I found that out about 5 races in that it had 7 gears.
Who needs a 7th gear these days?
Yeah, exactly right.
So Troy went 0.05 faster there on that lap, so he caught something and he's quicker again.
Yeah.
0.16 as he heads up to Griffin's Bend.
There's some tight gaps between these guys. There's only 0.009 between Mid and Pagani at the moment, and 0.075 between MCDC and Mid, so this could change around any time.
There is literally only 1.4 seconds separating the top 10. Some fantastic close racing to come, that's for sure. As we see a beautiful sunset, or sunrise should I say.
As we all know though, that 1.4 seconds can be made up in a sector around the mountain quite easily with one mistake. So.
Yep, when the mountain bites, she bites big. She'll take a chunk out of you. Again, Troy toweling on the back of his teammate MCDC. May go even faster.
He's up there.
0.24 up, he's getting now. As he's down and through the chase, heading down to Murray's Corner.
He got a bit squirrely through there. I think he might have lost a bit.
I think he'll be faster, but only literally by... Oh no, he's lost at the end, straight in the wall. There you go. She bit and she bit big.
That's the Troy I seen in practice this week.
Get it out of the system now.
Yeah. Before we head into the race. So ZD hoping to set a lap this time round. He's not yet set a full pace lap, so I wonder how he'll go.
Lucky's up 0.1 of a second in the first sector. Following spoke though. So he may need Spoke to play nice with him if he's going to go on with this lap.
And ZD sets a 204.7. Now Lucky's behind Broken here, and both of them will click the wall, so I don't see they're going to set much faster times, as those walls would have cut a few tenths out of their lap time. And now McPhillamy's taking a bite as well.
Yeah.
So, that's out for him.
I must say, this week we had
Spoke has lost it down the dipper.
Yeah. As I was saying, we're very privileged this week. I think Goat gave us a really good hot lap display this week and explained the mountain really well in detail. So great thanks goes out to old Goat for it. Much appreciated, mate.
Yes, he'll enjoy the old reference, that's for sure. He's a very good driver and very accomplished for such a young person. Back to our race now. So Troy still 0.17 ahead. He's finished, pulled up. Final lap here for Macca as he's going across the line now. Doesn't go any faster, and that completes us for our qualifying. So Troy with a 203.307, Macca with a 203.414, Baggins a 203, Luck goes my way in fourth with 203, and Pagani in fifth in 204. Madriski manages to get a 204.118, and I'll let you take over there.
Yeah, Broken Spoke followed him up with a 204.37. Baker Boy followed him 204.5. So Spoke will be happy to jump on top of Baker there, just sort of bragging rights, I'm sure. Palmer with a 204.5, Zedi 204.7, Straw with a 204.771, and then Packer with a 205.472. So I wouldn't I think Packer's right out of the race. He's one of those quiet achievers that seems to be pretty consistent on long races. Maybe not has the speed for the 8-lap race, but see what happens.
Yeah, I'm expecting that Mercedes of Baggins to jump into first place by turn 1, and then Troy with their GTR Nismo to take the lead back down Mountain Straight as we head for Griffin's Bend. That Mercedes launches so well. What's your thoughts on that, gentlemen?
Yeah, I think you could be right. That Supra seemed to have pretty good pull in that first half there, Havoc. I think you were driving that, weren't you?
Yeah, in the first half of the season, that was my car of choice. And yeah, she's a good girl. She does well. Good top speed and not a bad launch, but the Mercedes has the launch over the Supra. Speaking from today's race experience, you can gain so many places with just the start. So if he starts on mediums, or if he's choosing the soft option, being the colder part of the day, that track's going to be very slippery, and being up front, he may well choose to go mediums at the start.
Yeah, I think everyone's got mediums on, obviously, for this race. But
sorry for this race. I was thinking race 2 already, gentlemen.
Yeah, race 2 would be good.
Race 2, that's awesome.
Right. Let's get him to kick this off, I think. So Dodgy, why aren't you racing this round, mate?
The Bathurst is for Spoke. He loves this track so much.
You sound a bit sarcastic there, mate.
Yeah, no, it's, well, you sacrifice one track for another. We share a ride, share a seat, Spoke and I. So, anyway, I'll dodge that bullet and we'll go straight to the start. In the V-dub at the moment. Let's see how we go. And we're off. The Beetle's got a hell of a start. Oh, yep, Pitty's on the outside.
As we go up to as we head up to Mountain Straight to Griffin's Bend for the first time. Macca in the lead there, 0.5 already. Luck very close behind him. Everyone nicely through, not too much shenanigans up there.
Yeah, I think Spoke and Palmer come together. Palmer's got a sore bumper and rear bumper, and Spoke's got a sore front bumper, so bit of a telltale sign.
And they're backing up behind Troy here a bit. Bit of a train going on there. Looks like he's gone a little bit wide. Mac has pulled away, doing nicely.
There was about 3 guys that missed the fence there.
As we go up and over McPhillamy for the first time. Through the S's and the dipper. And look at that queue behind Baker Boy. Positions to be gained. This will be interesting as we head down Goldenrod Straight for the first time. Heading for the chase, slamming on those brakes with those cold tyres. See who survives. Expecting there to be some as Madriski makes a move on Pagani.
GT40's got some legs on it, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's done well, he's got past him. And everyone seems to get through the chase pretty nicely with no shenanigans. We're all good. So across the line for the first time, Macca in the lead, 1.6 already away from Luck Goes My Way. Is 0.7 in front of Troy, and Troy is 0.5 in front of Baggins, and then almost 2 seconds to Pagani behind Baggins, and Madriski right up the tail of Pagani as well now. I know Pagani's had some issues with that Lambo. He doesn't like it too much, but he's doing a great job. Oh, Madriski's gone wide, hit the wall.
It's wide.
That whole pack is now going to catch him. He loses position now to Baker Boy. And now he's got the Popo on his rear. Packer coming up behind.
We've got ZD getting a bit squirrely back here. He's getting a bit eager. So here he goes.
Little tap on the wall. Sparks flying. Oh, Palmer's off at McPhillamy. He's touched the grass a little bit. And MCDC just killing it in that
just hit the
Supra.
wall.
Oh,
He's hit the wall coming out of the dipper and it's choked everyone up behind him. So everyone's got a bit of patience here.
this is going to make some good action, especially down through the chase. Down Comrade Straight and through the chase now. Everyone will be itching to get past. And the full GT of Madriski giving Baker Boy a little nudge there, taking his slip, taking advantage. Yep, and they've swallowed Pagani and spat him out. And a couple of moves up inside. Oh, bit of a nudge maybe.
There.
And there's two free cars. Oh, we have carnage at the chase. Madriski all the way around. Zidi, he's gone off as well. Oh, we'll have to look into that one. That would.
We got a replay there, Dodge?
No, we got all that on the stream.
Okay, no worries. We got Straw going up the inside here of Packer.
Nice move there, Straw. And I do believe his sheriff's car is one of the LA County cars.
Correct.
Florida Highway Patrol there. Hazard County. I kind of feel like there should be a 01 orange car near him somewhere. So many police cars being represented this round. It's good to see support behind them.
I feel it can be an unappreciated job, but they do a great job, the guys there, mate. Try and keep law and order when they can, but sometimes if you've got troubles with them, you're probably doing the wrong thing in the first place.
Absolutely. I'd be lost without him. So Macca in the hybrid Ag Drive 25 Toyota Supra, just taking a nice Sunday drive, taking it nice and easy down Comrade Straight. He'll pull a good 275, maybe even 280 down that. And luck goes my way, doing a good job with that Beetle there. Keeping it in second. Nice and steady through the chase. Keeping a nice 1 second lead over Troy.
Yeah,
And
it's
Troy's
good
got
place,
3
consistent
seconds.
racing.
Yeah, it's very smooth, very nice so far. Bacani doing a good job in the Lambo.
If you notice with Pagani though, I know it's only a total little 15th, but he's using a slightly bit more fuel than everyone else, which won't matter too much in this race, but definitely in the next one. See how he manages that throughout the race.
Yeah, we know he likes to thrash it a bit, so it should be very interesting.
Zeddy just got past Spoke.
Yeah, ZD in that lovely damn Hexagon's livery. He's taking a bit of the wall there, got a bit wide. Broken Spoke now looking to get past him again over the top of the mountain. Oh, and Palmer and Packer have had something happen there.
Let's have a look. I might have that one on replay. Okay, we've got him coming into the cutting, and Palmer's hit the wall, and as he's hit the wall, Packer's just given him a tap on the rear. Looks like Packer's just waited for Palmer to get going again, a little bit of a redress, so no harm, no foul. Bit of skin off with those boys.
Ah, that's good. It's good to hear. So, shame it happened.
It's like Troy's got to run unlucky down here along the straight. He's up by half a second on the fastest time, so he might even get down to a 2:02 yet. So he's backed out of it there.
So Troy making ground on Lucky. Luck goes my way. He's hanging on in there. Might have him down. Might have him down the straight here. No, it's still too far back.
Lucky, and that is probably the closest battle pack we got going at the moment.
Yeah, it certainly looks like it.
Everyone else is
5
about
of 8.
2 to 3 seconds apart. So
Yep, seems to be Troy's making ground on Lucky over the top of the mountain now. Keeps up like this, it'll be a good round for drive 25.
I think he keeps really good pace over the top of the mountain. That's great there. If you can handle around 220 k's and not hit the wall through there, you seem to have set up your lap really well over the top of the mountain.
Yep,
Saying that, then you've got to go and get through the dipper as well, which makes it another challenge again, but that's another
yeah,
one.
definitely a challenge through there.
What would you do, Havoc? Are you going to go for it if you were in his shoes now?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Put it on the left edge. Oh, he's lifted too much there. Shouldn't have lifted. He's trying to send it down the inside. Oh, he's backed out of it.
Good car control, that.
Yeah. Good driving. Pull it up and not make contact there. Showed him, had a look. And now he's got to make it back. Still got 3 laps to go. He'll get back there. So as we're heading to lap 6, Macca's leading, MCDC's leading by 3.2. Luck Goes My Way is 1 second ahead of Troy. Troy is then 4.5 seconds in front of Baggins, and then Baggins is a good 3.8 in front of Pagani, followed by Bakerboy, who is 2.1 seconds behind Pagani, and then Eupholic is 2.7 behind Bakerboy. and then Broken is a good 4 seconds behind Frolic, and then ZD's 0.7 behind Broken, with Palmer 2.9 behind him, and Madriski then 2.7 behind, and then Packer 10 seconds behind there down in 12th.
It does look like MCDC's got a pretty good handle on what's going on here, doesn't he? It's consistent. Not overdriving it.
Yep, and this car is lovely to drive. If there's a car, it's just consistent, and yeah, it's not a hassle. Good top speed, and yeah, lovely to ride. And whilst we're here, a big shout out to our league sponsors, Hybrid Ag. Thank you very much. Couldn't happen without you. Not forgetting AMS Excavations and Permobil. So 2 laps to go. Let's head across the line with Macca. Still a nice handsome lead. Now Troy's catching a little bit, but luck goes my way. Might just sit there and wait for luck to make a mistake over the top of the mountain. Make that time up there, just keep it nice and steady through turn 1. Through Hell Corner, up Mountain Straight, and then through Griffins.
And Troy's consistently going a little bit quicker every lap nearly. So I'm sure that draft behind Lucky's helping him down the straight, down the back there, but maybe he's doing something that you don't do very well, either do I, having been patient.
Yes, that's something we all need to learn in these cars and these races. Patience is, yes, very hard to find. When you want that win and you're looking for that place. No, he's unfortunately Troy's taken the chunk out of the wall there and just killed it a bit. He'll have to do a good final lap to
make it up here.
That's for sure. And saying that, Luck seems to have lost a bit of pace for the top of the mountain too, so it's looking okay for him. I would expect this Nissan to have faster speed down Comrade Straight and going into the chase, especially in this slip. Now be patient, Troy, just wait for it. Yep.
This is his better run. He's better off getting a good drive out here and getting him on Murray's corner down the bottom.
Yeah, even Murray's corner, I reckon wait till Hell Corner and get a nice exit out of that and get him on Mountain Straight. So braking at 75, down to second gear, good acceleration out, catch slip. A bit of a slip up there, he's lost control of the rear end, gotten the accelerator too hard. But still, could be interesting going into the final bends and over the top of the mountain for the last time.
We got ZD trying to get Spoke back in 7th and 8th. Baker Boy must have had a bit of a spin. He's down to 10th now.
Yeah, the mountain's biting. It's biting big for some of them. Oh, lovely move here. ZD's going to try and go up the inside. And he sends it. Oh, he's tapped him. He's made contact and unfortunately he's put him in a wall there. Maybe he should give that back. He's looking to maybe.
He looked pretty far up there. I think maybe Spoke didn't see him. He looked like he was definitely up past the B pillar at turn in, but it was hard to tell from this angle.
Yeah. And he at the moment in the race, very difficult to make that judgment call.
It's one thing you got to be vigilant in those mirrors to make sure.
Yep, and that radar with those little triangles.
Yeah, well, coming up to that part of the mountain, we all know that you don't get much of a chance over the top. So if you've got a chance to make the move there, you've got to get it.
So it looks like we're all settled, bar any major mistakes. Everyone's a good second or two behind everyone. Baker Boy is only Madriski's only 0.5 behind Baker
You
Boy.
got Macca coming up to Murray's now, just about to cross the line. In first position. Well done, Macca.
Yeah, great race,
job,
gentlemen. Well done, Macca.
Followed by Lucky and Troy topping off the podium.
And then Baggins coming over in fourth, Pagani in fifth, and Euphoric about to go across the line in the County Sheriff's car. Oh, see, he's lost it on the final bend. He's lost it on Murray's, and Broken Spoke says, "Thank you very much. Yibbida yibbida. Thank you, mother for the rabbits."
Mid's got him too.
Wow, that was a disappointing end for Zedi there.
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic race, though. That was a good bit of fun.
Interesting to see Mid's got quarter of a tank left there, where everyone else has got a good third or slightly above after 8 laps. So that'll be a big one in the next race for sure.
Absolutely. And what do we got here? So the final finishing order there, as we saw, was Macca in first, Lucky in second, Troy third. There's your podium right there, followed by Baggins, Pagani, Euthrolic, Spoke, and Palmer. And finishing off the 12 is Madriski, Zedi with that unfortunate end, Baker and Packer. So we're going to see those guys all in reverse starting off the next race, fellas.
Yep, that should be very interesting. And also that makes it very interesting for the team championships with Drive 25 with first and third in that. I'm sure Tombo will be happy about that. But also Fangit Racing getting luck goes my way and Baggins getting second and fourth. So it's going to heat up and be very interesting in the team championships there.
Absolutely. And before that Cat has any more comment, we're going to throw over to some ads. I'll see you lads on the flip side.
No worries.
I'm a gamer, a foodie,
A boss lady. I am sporty,
outdoorsy.
outspoken. I am fashion.
I am old-fashioned,
What I am not.
Is the same.
but none of us are.
We are all individuals with unique interests, needs, and goals.
We believe that everyone should have the right to live the life they want for themselves.
Whether it be exploring the world
Dog walking.
or binge watching their favorite show.
So instead of searching for the things that we do the same,
Let's champion the things that set us apart.
Because we're not innovating for disabilities.
We're innovating for individuals.
Yes, and a big thank you to all our sponsors there, running through the ads for those guys. It's great to see all of you back for another season. Some have been with us for several seasons, and we can't thank them enough. Now, fellas, we're in for, 18 laps now, and we've got a tyre range of the whole 3. So you can use a soft if you want to, but it's not mandatory. But you do have mandatory medium and hards. What is that going to do to us?
Well, that'd be very interesting, seeing who's going to start on hards and who's going to go with mediums. We've got 3 guys in the pits sitting on hards, and 4 or 5 actually, and the rest on mediums. And some of them are in the mid-pack, and up the front. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. I can talk about the correct race this time. So how do you gentlemen see this panning out?
Well, I see that it'll be 19 laps, Dodgy, not 18. So
there you go.
That might make it a little bit easier for the guys to get to the end. But look, I honestly think it is a decision made on tyres. You do lose a fair bit of time through the pits here if you do want to take that chance to go to softs.
Yep.
But you need to be consistently quick if you're going to get to those softs and make a big difference with them. It can be done, for sure.
Well, let's get this reversed order kicked off, shall we? And then we can gam on all we want. Havoc, you want to let them know they can go?
Yeah, shall do. Shall do. Let's hope.
One thing that will be interesting is that Mid and ZD both pulled 203s in that last race as well. Same as the podium guys. But they're actually starting from up the front now in 3rd and 4th. So let's see if they can utilise that pace early and be consistent.
So Troy's choosing to go on hards, Macca's on hards, Baggins on hards, Majewski on mediums, Ufolic on hards, Baker Boy on mediums, Nut goes my way on hards, Z on hards, Pagani on hards, and then Broken, Packer and Palmer in mediums. So this should be very interesting.
Who are we getting on with, Dodge?
Well, let's try Spoke back there in, what's he in, 6th?
He's in 5th.
Fifth.
In the fire rescue.
Yep.
See what this little Alpha can do.
It should be interesting. Now, they're away. ZD's got a good launch. Majewski in front of him. Lambo's up the inside. Palmer's there too. Sheriff's car's up the inside. Eufolic's done well in 7th. They've managed to get through Hell Corner pretty cleanly this time round. Up the mountain straight. Baker Boy is staying on the inside. Backing out though as they go into Griffin's Bend for the first time. Baker Boy on the mediums. Straight up. And ZD's trying to get up the inside there of Baker Boy. ZD on the hards and Baker Boy on the mediums, but he's managed to get him even though he's on a different tyre.
ZD's pretty persistent when he wants to get past you, so sometimes when you're at the start of 19 laps, you're best off just letting him have it.
So Baker Boy's still hanging in there, just waiting for ZD to make a mistake. As we go through the dipper. And there you go, there's that mistake from ZD.
Quite a common one in the MRs.
Yeah, it's certainly hard to handle the MRs. Both of these two being that in 3rd and 4th.
Oh, Palmer's around back in 9th. He's just come out of Forest Elbow and spun.
Now Majewski's just taken the lead off Packer there. Got a good exit out Forest Elbow.
Well.
That's all the play for up front here. Majewski has got past him, but Packer's looking to get past him again in 2nd. Take that 1st place from him. As we down through Morris for the first time.
pit guys, we have MCDC. He's done one lap on hards and he's straight into the pits.
And
And
ZD's joining
ZD's
him.
followed suit.
Yeah. Macca's coming in as well. So,
And Troy's
what are
done
they
the same
jumping
thing.
to? So he's gone straight on ZD on the mediums now. Wonder if he'll manage to go the rest of the race on that.
So Troy got a 4-second penalty coming into the pits there. Now he's got 7 seconds. He went across the line on exit as well. So that's going to definitely hurt his race.
Meanwhile, in fourth, Pagani and Pagani and Broken Spoke having a bit of battle across the top of the mountain. Police versus the fire. Wonder who's going to win this one. Pagani struggling to keep hold of that Lambo through the top. Doing a fantastic job sitting in fourth.
Baker just jumped mid. He come out of the dipper and hit the wall. So he's up to second now. Trying to track old Packer down.
As we're looking at third, going down Comrade Straight, Madriski is about to make a move from third to second, takes Baker Boy. Baker Boy just takes it nice and easy, gets a good line to try and come back. Try and do the switcheroo on the exit, couldn't quite make it. Gives him a little bit of a tap as we go into Murray's corner. He's put him wide, and yeah, done the honourable thing there. Baker Boy in third place, put a very nice
We've
waiting
lost
for Madriski.
ZD. Is it who was in front of Spoke? It was Pagani. We've lost Pagani.
He's just gone into the pits.
Is that where he's gone?
Tyres. Yeah, in 8th position.
So some of these MRs choosing to get rid of those hards nice and early, and maybe to do one stopper. Can they do 16 laps on the mediums there, gentlemen? Do you reckon?
Some may be able to, but I think they're very few and far between. I've heard the McLaren can get close, but I doubt you're going to get 16 on fuel unless you really save.
Yeah, I don't think you'll get 16 on fuel. Happy to be proven wrong.
So let's take you for the leaderboard at the moment. Up there in first place is CS Packer doing a wonderful job with that lovely police livery. And then into second, you have Madriski in the hybrid ag team scooter rear car. And then we have Baker Boy in third place in the New South Wales police car. Nice little lights on top there. Followed by Broken Spoke for the fire investigation team. Sure, they'll do a wonderful job this fire season. Hope there isn't too many responses for them and everyone gets through nice and safely. And then luck goes my way for Fank Racing in the beautiful Volkswagen Beetle. Nice little paint job of Volkswagen on the back there. The eyes coming out. Followed by Baggins. They're all Baggins. Another Fank Racing vehicle. The Mercedes AMG. And Euphoric in the Hazard County Sheriff car. And I'm still looking for that orange car behind him, or in front of him even. Can't see it anywhere.
Following him we have Palmer in the Scuderia Porsche, which I feel would be a pretty good car around here. I know I definitely enjoy driving it, but can be a handful at times. Following him we have ZD, and ZD's from Damn Hexagons, and he'll make a show of this. He'll catch back up. He's pretty quick around these tracks. Following him, we have the winner from the last race, MCDC, from Drive 25. And I'm sure he'll be aiming to get back up to the front by the end of the race. And then we have YT Pagani, which is in the old Lamborghini, and he's got a great livery on that one there, the old Italian police, which they actually do have Lamborghinis as police cars over there, which is quite fascinating. And then following out the back end is Troy HQ. That's had a bit of a torrid run this race, but he's from Drive 25, but I'm sure he'll be doing his best to get up and catch a bit of spots back up. So, what's happening up the front, Havoc?
Yeah, Packett's still leading nicely by 4.4 seconds, and then Madriski 1.3 ahead of Baker Boy. So not too much going on there at the moment. They're all just nicely separated, just cruising around for a Sunday drive. And yeah, not too much. Doesn't seem to be any battles at the moment due to the pit stops and what have you, different tyre choices. They're starting to play it now. This will be the quietest part of the race, I believe, and yeah, the next few laps we'll really see it start to come back to life. Probably in another 3 or 4 laps, I'd say. Broken Spoke trying to make some ground on Baker Boy here, and he's an equal distance behind Madriski for second, so they might close up a little bit in a few laps. But wait, Palmer's made a mistake on the exit of turn 1 Hell Corner. Allows ZD to catch him just a little bit. What do you reckon? ZD in 9th might make a move on Palmer in 8th going into Griffin's Bend?
Yeah, maybe he might get him by the time he gets down to Forest Elbow. Depends how clean they are across the top, as we all know.
Yeah.
Obviously a technical track, but get your gearing right and you're smooth on your inputs, it seems to go pretty well.
Yeah, ZD closing the gap as we go through turns 5 and 6 through Quarry Corner and up to the Hollow Frog as we go around here. Yep, see if anyone makes mistakes as we go through Salmon Park and McPhillamy. And nice times out. Palmer's made a bit of a slide. ZD's looking for the gap. Oh, he's made the mistake himself. Done his best not to make contact. This will be interesting down Comrade Straight. Sticking with ZD and Palmer here. I expect ZD to make the move. Palmer's gone left. Yeah, definitely made the move up, coming on down the straight there and into the chase.
Oh.
He gets a tap. Holds it.
Great car control. Small
And
return
makes
the
it
favour, but
stick.
I think that's pretty fair.
Yep. Bit of bump and go between the pair of them, but there was no inequality there. And that's allowed MCDC to close the pair of them, so that's good news for him. That's going to become a freeway battle over the next lap. And see, he makes a big slide. So MCDC in 10th, Palmer in 9th, and ZD in 8th is our only main battle going on at the moment. Who do you think's going to win out of these three?
I'd put my money on MCDC at the moment. He's if he gets the right exit, especially onto Conrod, that superpower will have it all over these two MRs. Especially over the top, if you can catch right up where the MRs are very, I don't want to say weak, but I'll use that word for the moment. If he can get right up there, then he's laughing.
back up at first and second. We've got Madriski. He closed it down under a second now on Conrod Straight. It's not going to be quite close enough yet, but he's definitely making those inroads on it, that's for sure.
Yeah, the GT should have the power over that Honda quite easily on the big straights, but I'd be a bit worried about the GT's fuel and tyres. I don't think he's stopped yet. So probably looking somewhere around lap 11 for mid in that GT, unless it chews it a lot earlier and he has to come in at 9. Might do a quick run if you don't mind, gentlemen, and let us know who's on what tyre.
Yeah, sure. CS Packer is on mediums, and then in first place, Madriski is in second place, also on mediums. Baker Boy is on mediums in third place, followed by Broken Spoke in fourth, also on mediums. Baggins is still on hards in the Mercedes, and he's putting some good times there, 2:06. And then ZD is on mediums, and MCDC is also on mediums.
In 8th position, we've got Palmer. He's on mediums as well. We have Euthrolic Straw. He's in 9th, and he's on hards. Which I expect these guys, they'll definitely come in and do their pit, because they can definitely get 12 to 13 laps off mediums. We have Pagani on mediums as well, but I'm pretty sure he's already pitted as well, in 10th position. Lucky's on mediums, and he's another one of the lads that went in earlier. Full fuel, fresh mediums, and he's right to go to the end of the race. And we have Troy, half a tank of fuel on mediums as well, so he definitely needs to get more fuel, I feel. But he's, definitely on mediums as well.
He has pitted once already too, because he did lose that 7 seconds going into and out of the pits.
Now, Broken Spoke, sorry gentlemen to interrupt you there, in 8th place, Broken Spoke has lost it completely, and he's having to do a 28-point turn to try and turn around on top of the mountain here. He's
Sounds about right.
Absolutely stuck, and he doesn't look. He's finally found reverse gear, and he's all the way down in 11th and 12th. Poor fella, and he can't seem to get away from that wall. I don't know if he's having wheel issues or some sort of issues.
No, he's just having Bathurst issues.
Yes.
And hence the reason you toss a dice and see who ends up in the car, Dodge?
That's the one.
Well, we've got mid up the front because Packer, I think, is... Something's happened there because Baker and mid's got past Packer. So I think we may have missed a bit of a mistake there.
He is a fair way back. It's not a pit stop length though, so it must have been an issue somewhere.
He's still just under half a tank of fuel, and he tries a half one, so...
So Baggins in 11th will come out with a full tank and mediums. Comes out just behind Troy there. So going back up to the front now as we complete a few more pit stops, we're almost halfway through the race. Madriski is our leader in first place with 5.1 seconds ahead of Baker Boy, who is in second. And then a further 8 seconds behind him is CS Packer in third. Looking very lovely in that livery. And then ZD closing Packer down 2 seconds behind him and gaining on him a little bit on the Comrade Straight here. And MCDC in fifth. Now very much closing in on ZD. Just chopping out of that time. Gonna make a move.
This one for a sec.
Backs out of it for there. Gets through the chase. Heading toward Murray's. Too far back to make anything stick. Just wait for ZD to make a mistake. And ZD's clean. Ziddy seems to be having a bit of trouble with turn 1. Let's see what happens here. No, he's clean through this time. As you frolic in 8th has now pitted, coming off his hards and I'd say going onto his mediums. So if we have a look up here at, in 4th place, got a bit, that battle's still continuing between ZD and MCDC as we go over the top of the mountain. Let's go through the dipper. MCDC takes a little bit of the wall, keeps it together though.
Feel they might start swamping Packer either at the end of this straight or definitely on the next lap, that's for sure. And Packer's rear tyres are a lot worse than ZD and MCDC.
Yes, definitely.
But ZD's done well, back up in 4th. Obviously he's still got to have that pit stop, but definitely a good drive after a few issues that he had at the start of the race.
Yeah, positioned himself very nicely and should see him finish pretty strong.
Yeah.
And that's going to become an interesting battle this lap. 3rd, 4th and 5th between Packer, ZD and MCDC. With all of them being on mediums, but like you were saying, Packer's just got the worst of the mediums there, so
yeah, I feel ZD will get him by the end of this straight for sure. Coming into turn 2.
And MCDC will be wise, just oh, he's got him nicely. He's going for the switcheroo. No, ZD makes
smart
it stick.
driving.
Absolutely. MCDC just waiting to sweep up after us. Oh no, he's made a little mistake and lost a second there, I reckon. And Palmer and 6th has spun on top of the mountain. Let's try and do a 3-point turn to get out of it. He waits for Vagani to go past. Oh, that was close. Hopefully Baggins doesn't collect him. No, Baggins in 9th, closing in on Palmer now. Palmer's very nice, he let him pass as he tries to recover from that spin.
I think MCDC is trying to set up Packer here for the end of the straight, but that NSX seems to have a fair bit of legs. It took off alright compared to that Supra, which surprised me.
Yeah, the Honda's still doing nicely there with in 4th place with MCDC closing him down. As Packer comes into the pits in 4th, and also Baker Boy is in.
Packer could be in trouble there. He did run off the track. He may end up with a penalty.
So do you think we have many more to stop here, or do you think these 2 are the final stops we've had?
Did we have any? You had a few stop after the 1st and 2nd lap, so I dare say they're going to have another stop.
That's right. Mid still has to stop as well. ZD needs to stop. MCDC needs to stop. Pagani, he's got just under half a tank, so to get 8 laps or 9 laps, he's going to struggle.
And yes, Packer has come out with a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, so I think it's only the top 4 that need to pit, from what I can see. And Palmer in 8th position. His tyres are really well and truly gone and just under a quarter of a tank. So who's your money on Dodge from here?
Look, it is anyone's game at the moment. I think ZD has to stop again, which is going to be a little detrimental. If Macca doesn't seem to be having a fun time. Usually I'd be putting my money on Macca, but he's a bit behind in that super at the moment, and Pagani too. So, yeah, I'm thinking Mid and ZD are looking pretty good, but I can never go past Lucky as well, although this is the first time I've seen him in the Beetle. But he is pretty much, about 10 seconds behind the leaders after a stop. Maybe about 20. So, yeah, it could be those top 2, Mid and ZD by the look of it.
Well, Lucky's about 23.5 seconds behind MCDC at the moment, so the pit will soon sort those guys out, that's for sure.
So heading into lap 12, if we run through the field for you. In first place we have Madriski in the Ford GT for Team Scuderia. Hybrid 8 sponsored.
For sure.
He'll be in the pits soon. ZD, ZD's in second place. He's just having a bit of a seniors moment at the top of the mountain, admiring the scenery. And yeah, he's gradually recovering. And then in third place, the Toyota Supra of Drive 25 and MCDC, doing a lovely job today for his team, earning some great points.
For the record, Havoc, just so you know, it's as Macca just
Macca's
clips that curb straight into the wall. There goes that prophecy of Macca. But I was about to say, Drive 25 there are the hybrid sponsored team. Scuderia don't have a sponsor.
My apologies.
Well, Macca will be very upset with himself after that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Macca there. It's definitely going to give those other guys a big leg up when Macca comes into the pits. Looking like that might have cost him about 10 seconds or more there.
So we've got Mid that's just gone into the pits now.
ZD's staying out.
Yep, going again.
How much longer has ZD got, do you reckon, boys? What's his tyre and fuel looking like?
Oh, one lap. One lap on that fuel.
1 lap.
He's got to come in. He'll come in for both at the end of this lap. Has he done his hards already, though?
No.
Yeah, ZD pit after 1 lap. So he would have started on the hards. If he's on mediums now, there's a good chance he might be trying for softs for the last stint.
Yeah, that's my money. He's going to go softs for the last 5 or 6 laps.
So Mid's just come out on the hards.
1.5 seconds clear of Pagani there too.
Yeah.
Interestingly, just so you know, gentlemen, tyre choice, down in 11th, Troy is on softs.
MCDC just come out on softs too, I think. He surely did. So he's right to the end, but on softs, so it'll be interesting to see how this changes around towards the end.
Lucky in 4th, gentleman, has given Pagani a hurry up at the moment. He's only 0.3 behind him in that Beetle. So I think the Beetle's going to have it all over the Lambo across the top here, and it should do well in his slip as well.
I think you'll find the Beetle doesn't need to stop again. He's right to the end.
Oh! Thought he had a little sniff there, but not quite.
we all know what fault did. So that should see the end of the Lamborghini, and luck should have him down this straight. He's up the inside in 4th place. Lucky's going to take him. Pagani isn't going to give it up easily. As we
He's going to keep it. Oh, closed him out a little there.
Gives him a little kiss, doesn't use any tongues, comes out of the chase. Oh, and he was going into pits anyway. Wow.
Oh no, that's
Great
Pagani.
driving.
He's a racer all the way to the end. He doesn't give it up for anything. Well, not the racing anyway.
Yes, he gave him a little kiss as he waved him goodbye there.
Zeddy's come out on softs.
Yep.
So Luck is going to have to really push it on these mediums now to hold off Zeddy in these final laps. Zeddy is going to be flying.
Honestly, my money's on ZD now. Looking at what's in front of him, it's up to him to lose now, realistically. He's got mid on hards, Lucky's on some mediums. A few laps to go. I know everyone's still pretty quick and consistent, but he should be able to get the advantage out of this.
Meantime, there's an equally as close battle going on in 4th and 5th between Baker Boy and Baggins. Baggins is watching, making sure Baker Boy does.
Oh, it's not there, ZD. It's a.
Sorry, Havoc.
Oh, that's all right. Oh, he's gonna have.
He's a very opportunistic young ZD.
Come on, Lucky, you got this. Hold him
I
on.
thought he was going to throw it there. I really did.
Exactly right.
No bias here, but let's go, Lucky. Come on.
I just like the sound of ZD's car more than Lucky's, so I'd prefer to see ZD win hell.
Up the inside at Hell's corner. Gonna give him hell on turn 1. No, he holds off. Have him on the straight.
ZD does have an angel on his shoulder more than the little devil these days, and that angel's name is Seckers. And I'm sure Seckers is there going through ZD's brain going, calm down, relax, take it easy, wait for the right corner, which is this one.
That's the spot.
Yeah.
We know when he was down in Div 3, it was like, just hop out of the way because you know it's coming. He's maturing very well.
Oh, he's a married man now, so he's got to smarten up.
Yeah, definitely.
He's done very well because now that ZD is up in the second, he's just taken 0.8 out of the leader Madriski and close him fast. So we could see this. He's going for it. He's flying.
We've got Baggins giving Baker Boy a hard time up the top of the mountain too. Just about coming to the dipper in 4th and 5th.
It's no mean effort for that Fezzer to be keeping the AMG at bay. Oh, as Baggins turns it in. Let me just find Baggins and we'll go see what actually happened there, shall we? Let's have a look. On replay now as Baggins has come in. He's cut that corner in, give it a bootful too early, and he has run straight into the tyre bundle. He hasn't looped it, but the tyre bundle just stopped him dead for a second there. So hard luck there to Baggins. He was doing such a good job to get up on Baker.
Yeah, he's gone down to 3.5 seconds behind Baker now. Has Baggins in 5th, and could he close it in the last 3 laps?
Well, Baggins is on the mediums and Baker's on hard, so there's every chance that he should be able to do it.
Yep, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed there. Meantime,
sorry, mate, but I'm going for my favouritism now for my own team. And go Baker Boy. Go Baker Boy.
Yep. Come on, Baggins. Come on, Baggins. Oh,
We've
dear.
got ZD slowly eating away there. He's up to within a second, so definitely if he keeps it kosher over the top of the mountain, he's going to be in slip hitting Conrod.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter how fast that GT is. He's on hards and ZD's on softs. It's all over Red Rover. It's like we were saying earlier, it's ZD's to lose now.
Yeah, that MR is going to wear its rears pretty quick on this mountain in soft, so the last lap and a half could be dicey for him, so you want to make sure he has a really good lead.
Yes, happily married man now, ZD, so congratulations, and I'd say he's going to top it off with a nice little win.
Don't think he'll have the legs against a GT down the straight, but I may be wrong.
Meanwhile, back there, I do believe there's been a bit of a mistake there by Baggins, and MCDC has taken advantage in 6th and 5th.
That's a big mistake. He's dropped back a fair ways. That puts him now over 6 seconds behind Baker.
You still think you've got seconds in his ear, mate, or not?
Yep, absolutely. ZD, I've seen a big change in his driving since he's teamed up with these guys, and you know, they get in practice together. I think he's calmed down a lot, old Mr. Zeeds. So it's good to see. It's done a lot for his racing.
I just think it's married life, mate. I think he's happily married now. That's just made him even better driver.
Ooh, he goes a bit wide there through the cutting. Loses a bit. He was up there, but he's still not that far away.
Yeah, he's just picking his moment, just biding his time, nice and patient.
He likes showing that nose there, doesn't he?
Doesn't he? Yeah. It always makes you guessing. Don't do that.
Oh, geez, well held there, well held.
Even on the hards, though, over the top of that mountain, it's hard for ZD to catch him.
No, Mid's driving a really good race.
He is. Sorry to disturb you there, gentlemen, but in 9th, your Frolics just had a big moment going up the mountain and managed to spin it around, do a 3-point turn, and then get away. So, unfortunately, there cost him a little bit.
How are we looking? Where's ZD now? He's coming down into Murray's. He's still not getting enough off of him there.
I think he's just playing with him now. He's just toying with him.
I think that GT has too much power for the NSX. Oh, drifting around Hell Corner.
Yep, he's showing. He's heard me. He's showing off now.
How's his tyres looking for softs?
No, his tyres are fine. Tyres are fine. He's only got a probably 1/8 wear on him. So he'll be fine to make it all the way.
Right, just giving him a kiss.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's going to have to wait.
Ah, thank you. Yes, Stefko's just corrected me. I'm too used to calling ZD from the last half of the season. He's in the McLaren now.
Is he? So we're all wrong then.
Well, I take it all back. You should be doing bloody better, ZD. Speed up, buddy. You're in the McLaren. It's an awesome car.
The way these two are going over the top of this mountain and struggling, Lucky in third is closing down very quickly. He could come into the mix. He's gained a second and a half over the top of the mountain on that lap.
Oh, it's a big call for one lap.
I tell you what, he's got the mini sights and he'll be pushing.
I think the McLaren, that does explain it. It just lacks a little more, a little of the top end that the NSX does have. It's that tiny bit slower. Much better an all-round car, so that'd sort of explain ZD not being quite able to catch that GT on the straights. Oh, here he goes. He throws it up.
He's dived too much.
Nah, it's cost him. Welcome to
Cost
McLaren
him dearly.
life, sir. That's probably going to cost. Yeah, Luck's taking him there in second as well.
Luck's taken him and said,
How's
thank you very
Baker?
much.
We've got
Nah, too
Baker
far
and
back.
Macca about half a second apart, mate, at the moment. They're too far apart from that first battle, but Macca's, been making some good inroads, so make an interesting last lap there as well. I'll keep an eye on this one if you want to keep an eye on up front.
Yep, I'll keep an eye on Lucky as we should keep an eye on that one back there. Lucky did say thank you very much, yibbida yibbida. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits.
Oh, ZD's sideways again now. He's pushing it a bit too much through T2 there. The good old bend comes to it all again. And meanwhile, Madriski is probably lifting off, going, I can cruise home from here. It's been a great drive by Mid. Mid's going to love being up the pointy end again. He's been chomping at the bit to get back up on that podium at the top step, so it's going to be good to see him up there for the first race back.
It's 0.1 of a second between Baker and Macca coming into the dipper. That Supra got enough legs to get the Fezzer down the straight.
Yep, Supra's unfortunately didn't. I may make a move. Oh, he's going to make a big dive if he's going to try and get that.
Just coming up to Murray's with our leader at the moment, Madriski. Great job, Mid, crossing over the line to finish first after the 19 laps.
Mac is going to have a dive up here. He's got a... This will be interesting, Murray's corner.
Oh, he's just
well
kept him at
driven.
bay.
Wow.
Well
Awesome
driven,
move, Baker.
boy. Good effort,
Awesome
Mac.
stuff, Baker. Baggins comes over. Pagani in 7th. Troy coming around final bend in 8th. Your Frolic heading under the bridge. Down to Murray's for the last time. And over the line for a nice drive. And Packer coming over in 10th. Palmer bring that Porsche back home as he goes through Murray's for the last time. Well, it's certain there'll be a couple of investigations as Broken brings his car home for the final time.
Yeah, look, I don't think Spoke was expecting too much better than this. With that Alpha on this track and driving in auto, those gears just were not doing those corners right for him. But he put up a good fight until that one incident. So I'm sure he had a ball at the start of the race.
Yeah, certainly very entertaining for the whole race as he does a little bit of a slide across the line. Fun and thrills for the whole race.
Absolutely, and there we are. Good job, Mid. Good to see you up there, buddy. Scuderia, again, I've noticed they're old team owner. KZ dropped in to congratulate Mid, so he's been watching in the background. Look forward to having you back soon, KZ. Hope you're not gone for too long. And the leaderboard for this race. Where'd we finish, guys? We've got Mid in first, Luck in second, ZD in third. There's your podium. An unlucky Baker in fourth.
MCDC in fifth, and Baggins in sixth. Pagani, followed by Troy in eighth. And then rolling up the second page, we have your Frolic down there in 9th, and CS Packer in 10th, Palmer in 11th, and Broken Spoke in 12th.
Absolutely. And there we have it. There is round 10, the first round of the second half of season 14. Done and dusted. It's Bathurst is always a ball terror of a round, and it's always hard for the MRs. So, yeah, it was pretty much how we thought it was going to turn out. Havoc, great to have you back on board, and Armands as well, you fellas. I know you had your Div 3 race beforehand and then backed up for comms afterwards. So thank you very much for joining us this evening.
That's been a
Not
pleasure,
a problem.
Matt.
It's been a great pleasure, and yep, certainly thoroughly entertaining. Love the stuff, and great league. If anyone's looking to join the league and have some fun with like-minded people, yep, come find us.
Absolutely. Thank you, gentlemen, for a great night. We'll see you all next week.